Avoidant attachment style is a major psychological concept that plays a big role in relationships. It usually starts in childhood, often because caregivers were not emotionally available or didn't consistently meet the child's needs. People with this attachment style value their independence and often avoid emotional closeness. In relationships, this shows up as a reluctance to fully engage with their partners, leading to emotional distance and disconnection. Understanding this style is important because it helps explain why some people struggle to form close relationships and may push others away. Avoidants often realise too late that they've lost someone important, and their reactions can be complicated. At first, they might feel relieved because they no longer have to deal with emotional intimacy. But over time, they may start feeling regret or sadness as they realise the importance of the connection they had. They then struggle between their need for independence and their deep desire for meaningful relationships. Recognising these behaviours is crucial for both the avoidant person and their partner. It helps foster understanding, empathy, and healthier communication. By becoming aware of their attachment style, avoidants can start working on the fears and beliefs that influence their behaviour, eventually leading to stronger, more fulfilling relationships. For their partners, understanding avoidant attachment can make it easier to be patient and compassionate. Ultimately, exploring avoidant attachment styles isn't just about identifying problems in behaviour, it's about understanding yourself and others more deeply. This self-awareness can lead to healing and allow people to break free from their attachment style, helping them build more meaningful connections. Avoidant attachment is a way people relate to others, especially in romantic relationships. Avoidants often fear commitment because they believe that emotional closeness leads to vulnerability and pain. They convince themselves that they don't need intimacy, which allows them to maintain independence. However, this creates barriers to forming meaningful relationships. This behaviour is usually subconscious and shaped by early experiences with caregivers who may have discouraged emotional expression or been inconsistent in their availability. As a result, avoidants tend to suppress their emotional needs. They may not realise how their attachment style affects their relationships, often repeating patterns of avoidance, like withdrawing during conflicts or avoiding emotional discussions. This behaviour can frustrate both them and their partners. Common signs include keeping people at a distance, using humour or sarcasm to avoid serious conversations, and even ghosting or abruptly ending relationships. Avoidants may also struggle to express their feelings, relying instead on rationalisation or denial. Understanding these patterns is key for both avoidants and their partners. Recognising the fears that drive this behaviour can help avoidants address their issues and develop healthier relationships. Becoming aware of avoidant attachment opens the door to personal growth and deeper, more fulfilling connections. After a breakup, avoidants often go through an emotional cycle. Initially, they feel relief because they've escaped the emotional demands of intimacy. This relief comes from their fear of commitment and the anxiety they feel when relationships get too emotionally intense. But as time passes, this relief may give way to a more complicated mix of emotions. Avoidants often try to cope by distracting themselves with work, hobbies, or casual relationships. They may convince themselves the breakup was the best decision, but over time, deeper feelings of loss and regret can emerge. They may even long for the connection they once had, which conflicts with their desire to avoid vulnerability. This back and forth between wanting closeness and fearing it leads to emotional confusion and frustration. For avoidants, this cycle shows the complex nature of their attachment style. While they initially feel relieved after a breakup, the deeper need for connection eventually surfaces, making them confront their true emotions. Understanding this process is important for avoidants as they work on healing and personal growth. Avoidants may find themselves missing their partners after a breakup. Even though they initially feel relief, over time they begin reflecting on their relationship and realise the emotional connection they had. This reflection can stir up feelings of longing and nostalgia for the good times, but it's also challenging because avoidants struggle to deal with their emotions. As avoidants begin to process these emotions, they might feel confused and regretful. They may even isolate themselves, thinking they can handle their feelings on their own, but this often makes the pain worse. A support system of friends and family can help avoidants process their emotions in a healthier way. Ultimately, this emotional journey shows that avoidants need connection just as much as anyone else. By acknowledging these feelings and seeking support, avoidance can start the healing process and build healthier relationships in the future. Healing from a breakup with an avoidant partner can be tough, but there are steps people can take to recover emotionally. First, a period of no contact is important. This means cutting off communication with the ex-partner for a while to give space for healing. No contact helps break the emotional cycle that often follows a breakup and allows individuals to focus on their own recovery. During this time, it's important to reconnect with yourself. Breakups can leave people feeling lost, so it's crucial to engage in self-care, pursue hobbies, and spend time with supportive friends and family. This helps rebuild self-worth and independence. People should also challenge any negative thoughts about themselves, which can often arise after a breakup. Instead of blaming themselves, they can try to reframe the situation more positively. Focusing on future goals is another way to stay motivated during the healing process. Setting personal goals and thinking about what's next in life can be empowering and help shift focus away from the past relationship. Finally, it's important to remember that healing is not a straight line. There will be ups and downs, but taking these steps can lead to emotional recovery and healthier future relationships. Avoidant attachment plays a powerful role in shaping relationships, especially during breakups. While avoidants often struggle with emotional intimacy, understanding their patterns can lead to healing and personal growth. If you're ready to dive deeper into attachment styles and learn how to build stronger connections, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your journey to better relationships starts here. Share your story with us in the comments and let's grow together. Thanks for watching. And remember, healing is possible and meaningful connections are within reach.